Hey, it's good to see you again. So, as I exit this house, this map is going to be looking a little bit different. I can explain all of that. However, before I explain that, I want to throw a little fun fact in there. It's like 1:30 in the morning and I kind of have a cough, so I might sound a little bit off. Every time I say that, I always never sound off, but just in case. Now, let me explain first here the snow and the ice. I think that's kind of the most noticeable difference from the last time you saw this world. I can kind of sum this down to I downloaded the wrong mod. I downloaded a mod that would like change seasons kind of naturally. I thought that would kind of add like an experience, like more submersive. It instead just made it snow really hard and it froze up all the water, including the water in my farm. So I had to move my sugarcanes as well. You'll see that. So I guess that kind of leads into what the farm is now. The farm now has 3 layers. First layer being potatoes, second layer being wheat, and the third layer being sugarcanes. Everything I can really ask for, really. I might farm for carrots, I just don't see that much of a point. And for those of you wondering about the cows from last episode, here they are. Here they are. I keep making a lot of stuttering. But yeah, the cows are doing great. I have a lot more than last time. So, I think I kind of gave up more on enchants. And thank you to this guy for helping me out here, kind of walking me through. I can basically get through the nether if I'm just careful with iron armor. Again, I'll try to enchants later, as I said before. I think for this episode, I'm kind of not going to touch the enchants on the fishing rod, because I struggled with it so much last time. I think I might need to change the position, so I was told. I'm definitely looking into that later, but I think right now I just kind of want to get straight into the nether and start working on it. My plans for the nether, let's get into like the meat and potatoes here, is to make it safe. I want the nether to be a casual place I go to. What I mean by that is I can spawn in the nether and walk around without dying or have to worry about dying, which means I have a ton of building and decorating to do. So I have some deep slate here prepared beforehand, and let's get right into the nether. Okay, once in the nether, I immediately begin building. Now I'm gonna keep this part sped up just for convenient reasons. I decided originally last episode that I didn't want a roof or a door, kind of like a little castle kind of shape, but I decided to change that up now because I ended up getting blown up by a ghast earlier off camera, which means I need a roof to protect myself from that since they can fly over me. But I think it's also a pretty good time for me to kind of talk a little more in the background about kind of like stuff that's not too important, just like more I guess like plans for the future of my run here. I'm not really too sure what to add next, right? I think the end goal of Minecraft is kind of like get to the Ender Dragon, kill the Ender Dragon. But I think my end goal here is going to be to make a giant end fortress. I think that's kind of like a symbol of me beating the game, is me doing what I do best and just build houses at Nether. Not the Nether, the end. I have a giant castle over there. Yeah, after building my giant deep slate block, I began covering up this lava pit because I have a deep fear of falling into lava in Nether and losing all of my items. I'll work on it a bit more later on, but for now this will work. And this warped forest area that I talked about last video that I need to find ASAP was actually like right across from my spawn. Very, very, very convenient. However, I can't use the ender pearls without first getting the blaze rods to make the end pearls. That's what they're called. No, eyes of ender, right? Yeah. I'm like second guessing myself now. So whatever these things are, I forgot the name of them. But I need blaze rods to go along with it before I can actually do anything with the ender pearls. But this is a huge step in the right direction, as it's like extremely close to base. So that's one ingredient, basically off a checklist here. And I begin my escapade here in the warped forest. We are going to start with deforestation, my favorite thing to do in Minecraft. I'm going to start breaking as many trees as I can, along with these like glowing block things, as I try to figure out where I'm going. You see me place down these blocks with like a torch on top of it as well. That's just to keep track of where I'm at because I get lost pretty easily. I couldn't really find a insanely good place for the farmer to be, so I decided to make one for myself. I'm looking for a flat land, and if I can't find any, I can just level out the rest of the nether racks. Now the way this is going to work is I want to build a roof that is tall enough for me to get into this base, but not tall enough for Endermen to get in because they are 3 blocks tall, while the average Minecraft player is 2 blocks tall. This is a huge work in progress, kind of like a little disclaimer here. So where it says this farm, you're gonna see me at this farm. I want to say around 5 times throughout the video, but for now, this is what we went with at the beginning. I decorated a little bit with these nice yellow blocks. Don't know what they're called. And I expanded a little bit more as well. This will be our first edit of the base. I'll try keeping track of how many times I mess around with the base, but it is difficult to kind of keep track of how many times I nitpicked at this design. And now we can begin finding Endermen and assaulting them. Unfortunately, Endermen don't seem to like that very much. And they make quick work of my half iron armor. Yeah, I don't know why Endermen have much damage either. Is that normal? Do they buff them? Because I don't remember the Enderman speed blitzing me like that in the past. But yeah, great using my farm. I kind of just ran the opposite direction of where my farm was after attacking Enderman. So it's a learning lesson here. We're learning. Also, good time to mention, I have a mod on. You'll see more of this, where I have a corpse placed down instead of like me dying and my items like scattering randomly. It places down a corpse of me that has all my stuff organized that I can just transfer back into my main inventory. I hope this all makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, just to sum it down, I can get all my stuff back with one button rather than having to gather it one by one after it gets scattered. And this time, I take care of Enderman the proper way, by using the farm we spent so long building. And it goes smoothly. What doesn't go smoothly is finding this endangered species, because I couldn't find any Endermen here. This is like the biome where Endermen spawn the most, correct? They are nowhere to be found. So yeah, you'll see me kind of break and like fidget around with the biome bit here, breaking random blocks as I go look for Endermen because I just got kind of bored in between. It took a lot of time to find one Enderman. It could have been an issue with the spawn rates, I'm not sure. It could have been like the piglins nearby taking all the spawns. The spawn cap. I'm not sure what it could have been, but there are no Endermen. So after about 40 minutes of that, searching around for Endermen, also you'll probably notice the farm was a little different, that I changed it up a little bit. I'll show you guys the entire thing soon. But after doing a little while of grinding, I finally have 13 ender pearls. I'm not sure how much I actually need, because I know the end portal is 12, but you need to have some just in case some break. Then obviously I need extra for endermite. So again, I'm not sure how much I'll come back, but it might have been an issue with the server, it might have been an issue with the spawn cap, whatever. Because finding enderman was not a quick and easy task, especially as it should have been, because it's kind of, you know, ender biome and all that. So instead, we went back to building. I wanted to replace all the glowstone on these like little things here with these like oranger blocks because it looks nicer. But then I got jumped by a magma slime. It was kind of calm though. I didn't really fight him too much. I just needed to kill his first form so I can just walk by him. It was too big in its first form. But then I get jumped by something even worse. And at 3 hunger and 1 heart, I had no choice but to hold my ground. Eventually the ghast overpowers me, and I fall. A very honorable death, if you ask me. But anyways, this kind of proves the point that I need more protection in the nether. Because if the ghast can see me, they can shoot me. So I gotta make a long hallway, like I said before. I think right now is a pretty good sign that I need to build that long hallway so the ghast can't see me and they can't shoot me. Not because I can guide, I don't really care too much about that. I just don't want them messing up the land I was building. So I prepare damage and I start it working. The plans we have for that hallway take a lot of deep slate. So I'm back on my mine again. I start strip mining. Diamonds are cool and everything, but I'm mostly looking for deep slate, so if I find diamonds, that's like a nice little add, a little bonus. But I'm mostly focused on deep slate. I need around, I want to say 4 stacks, but even then it's probably not enough. It should be a little bit lighter than most of my other builds because I'm not building the floor. I decided I want the floor to be like just netherracks for convenience, and also looks nice too. After a while of mining, I finally have enough deep slate to start working on a little bit of a hallway here. Not the complete thing, but a nice little start. Now I'm gonna keep this very sped up because it's a lot of building that I want to like cram in here. And plus, I think it looks kind of cool if I speed up the building process. I don't know why, but I got reminded of like a worker ant when I was building this. Ants don't build anything. I don't know why I felt like an ant though. Replace the glowstone with these oranger blocks. I'll probably do it with all the glowstone I have. Because I like those oranger blocks better, and also they're a lot easier to get. Yeah, just like that, one wall took us about 3 stacks of deep slate. I head back to the cave to get some more deep slate. And a little more diamonds here and there too. Found our 12 diamond vein, not to brag or anything, but it's pretty cool. And then it's back to working on the fortress thing, or the long hallway. I redid the little base at the spawn, because I didn't like how it looked at first. The entire thing is a work in progress. But now we have 4 stacks of deep slate, so it should be enough for a second wall. Then I also start adding this like kind of like railing to the stairs over here because I fell down here one time. So that was like kind of worth the effort to make little railings. Or like side blocks so I don't fall off again. And there we go. 7 stacks of deep slate. I don't know how this guy got in here. And I'm really gonna regret what I do next to him. I thought I was safe because the walls were tall enough to stop mobs from coming in. But they found a way over it, so I covered up my entrance here with some netherrack. I should be able to hold them off for a little while. And I go back into my world to get some more food. Because I really needed more food. Yes, I know I have a full stack of potatoes in my inventory, but I still want more. Okay, back into Nether. I removed the netherrack wall because I thought I was safe. These piglins don't seem to forget though. Unfortunately, attacking that one piglin was a mistake. I thought if it goes like back to your world and back in Nether, they'll just forget, but they don't. They don't forget. I think I should be safe now though. I make my way over to the door of the hallway, or the exit of the hallway, and I slaughter the rest of the pigs inside here. Because I don't really want mobs inside the hallway, so it defeats the whole purpose of what I wanted here. So these guys gotta go. Apparently I didn't learn from the first time I did this. That doesn't really matter if the piglins can see you or not. They do not forget. I made some doors at the exit of the hallway so I can leave and enter as I please. And take a nice little view how it looks outside. And remember outside, they don't forget. These piglins were waiting. I don't know how they made their way on top of the hallway when I made it like 3 blocks tall. But they found some way to get up there. Eventually I fall to a baby one that I didn't even see. Just in the corner of the screen. Fortunately, after killing me a few times, it seemed pretty satisfied and left me alone. So I go to work on my little fortress over here on the warped forest. I think that's where I'm going to leave it off for today. I'm pretty satisfied with the progress I made. I can now peacefully go through my nether portal and walk my way all the way over to the warped forest without being killed, as long as I don't attack a pig. But the biggest thing is I have a giant hallway now, so gas can't blow me up. And the lava is safe now too, since I covered it up. The only thing I remember is just don't attack those pigs, because they don't forget. Doesn't matter how long I wait, they just attack me again anyways. And they don't seem to stop until you die a few times. Even if you die once, some of the piglins just don't think it's good enough and attack you again. Which kind of sucks. But yeah, hopefully I make some endermite as well. I talked about that earlier. I think the next video I'm going to do that. Make an endermite kind of station area. Make a station area for endermite so I can get enderman faster. But for now, I think I'm going to stop here. So, I hope you enjoyed. Please have a wonderful, wonderful day or night. Whenever you're watching this, please see yourself out there, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.